Magandang araw pong muli sa ating mga kamatalino at kamatyaga. So ngayon naman po ay ating ipagpapatuloy ang ating pag-aaral about simple annuity and general annuity. But at this time po, ituturo ko sa inyo kung paano po natin i-compute ang tinatawag nating present value. But before that, syempre kailangan po muna nating alamin, ano po ba yung present value? So when we say present value of an annuity, it is the current, okay? Value, ibig sabihin, ito po yung ating principal amount of future payments from an annuity given a specified rate of return. Okay? So meron tayong ginagamit na formula sa pagkuha ng present value. Pero syempre, unahin po muna natin sa simple annuity. So sa simple annuity, we can use the formula P equals R. Okay, so meron tayong open bracket, 1 minus, open parenthesis, 1 plus I over M or divided by M, close parenthesis, raised to negative M times T, all over I divided by M, closed bracket. Okay, where T is the present value, R is the periodic payment, T is the number of years, I is the interest rate, and M is the number of compounding. Okay, so yung ating tinatawag na compounding period. Okay, or conversion period. So tandaan po natin yan. Yan po ang ating gagamitin. Alright? So tingnan na po natin ang unang example ng simple annuity. How much, okay, deposited now, magkano daw po ang i-deposit ngayon sa bangko na kung saan ay merong 6% compounded monthly if it desired that a monthly withdrawal of 10,000 pesos can be made for 3 years. So makikita na po natin kaagad na ang atin pong given problem ay simple annuity because parehas po ang kanilang payment period at interest period. Okay? So therefore, alamin muna natin kung ano-ano yung given. Okay? So una, meron tayo dito periodic payment which is the 10,000 pesos. Okay? And then also, we have the time, 3 years. Ang ating interest rate is 6% or 0.6. And also, ang ating conversion period, okay, or the number of compounding, since ito po ay monthly, so this is equal to 12. Okay? Now, at saka po natin isa-substitute sa ating formula itong ating mga given dito. Okay? So, using that formula, ang R natin ay 10,000, then 1 minus 1 plus, ang I natin ay 0.06 divided by, ang ating M ay 12 raised to negative M, which is 12, times the time 3. Okay? All over, ang ating I again is 0.06 divided by M, which is 12. Okay? So if we'll compute this, the result will be 320,710.16239 or 328,710.16. Okay? So, tatandaan po natin na ang pinag-uusapan natin dito ay pera. Okay? So, kung wala na po kayong lalagay dito na sentence or any conclusion, dapat po ang inyong final answer na ay merong peso sign. Pero kung maglalagay pa din po kayo, pwede naman doon nating makita. Okay? Like this. Thus, the initial deposit that needs to be made in the bank is 328,710.16 pesos. Okay? So, ayan ang ating final answer. Meron tayong peso sign. Okay? Next, let's proceed to our second example. So, in our second example, it says here that suppose Mr. De La Cruz would like to know the present value of his quarterly deposit. Okay, so makikita natin dito, quarterly deposit ang ating payment period. of 5,000 pesos when interest is 2.5, again, compounded quarterly. So, pareha sila, no? This is simple annuity, right? Ang tanong sa atin, how much is the present value of his savings at the end of 10 months? So, una po nating alamin, ano po yung ating mga given. Okay? So, syempre, nandiyan na po ang ating periodic payment na 5,000 pesos. Of course, ang ating time, dahil ito ay in 10 months, no, will convert in years. So, pwede nating i-divide sa 12. So, 10 over 12 years or it's equal to 0.833 years. Okay? At ang ating pong interest rate, 2.5%, convert to decimals, 0.025. And ang ating naman pong conversion period or number of compounding is quarterly. So that is equal to 4. Okay? Now, we will substitute to our given formula. R is 5,000. Then 1 minus 1 plus I is 0.025 divided by M is 4 because quarterly. Raised to negative. Again, M is 4 times. So, pwede na po ang ilagay natin dito is 0.8333. Kaya lang, di ba, kapag nag-round off tayo minsan, no, tumataas or hindi natin nakukuha yung exact value. So, ilagay na lang po natin yung 10 over 12. Okay? All over, again, ang ating I is 0.025 divided by conversion period 4. So, the result will be 16,443.45535 or 16,443.46. Yan po ang present value na kailangang may save ni Mr. De La Cruz at the end of 10 months, no? 16,443.46 pesos. 46 kasi round off, ang kasunod ng 5 ay 5. Okay? Right. Now, let's proceed to our general annuity. So, in general annuity naman, we'll use first, no, para makuha muna natin yung interest rate per conversion period, J, which is equal to 1 plus I over M raised to K minus 1. So, ang J, again, is interest rate per period. I is the interest rate. M is the number of compounding or conversion period. And K, we will divide M divided by N. So, ang ating pong formula, yan pa din, no? P is equal to our periodic payment times 1 minus times 1 plus J. So, yung J is interest rate per period raised to negative N times T over J. Okay? So, interest rate per period. So, para mas maunawaan natin, tingnan na po natin ang ating patlong example. Okay? Sa lesson na no, sunod kasi yung numbering ng example natin. So, if Miss Rosal's profit from her job is worth 5% compounded monthly, what is the present value of an annuity of 50,000 pesos payable at the end of every 3 months for 2 years? So, makikita naman po natin na hindi the same ang kanilang interest period at payment period. Kasi ang interest period ay monthly, while ang ating payment period is every 3 months, meaning this is quarterly. Okay? So, that will be for 2 years. So, alamin muna natin yung mga given natin. Ang ating periodic payment ay 50,000. The time is 2 years. Ang ating interest rate is 5% or 0.05. Conversion period is monthly. So, ang titingnan natin is yung pong time doon sa ating interest. Okay? Then, ating N po, ito po ang ating every 3 months. Dito naman po siya sa ating payment period. So, every 3 months po, ibig sabihin ito po ay quarterly. Okay? And then yung K natin, M divided by N equals, so ang M ay 12 divided by 4K is equal to 3. So, we'll solve first the K. Okay? So, J equals 1 plus I over M raised to K minus 1. So, just substitute 1 plus I is 0.05 over M is equal to 12 minus 1. Okay? Then K is equal to 0.0125522. So, yan ang result kapag po isinolve natin to. Okay? So, yan yung isa-substitute natin ngayon dito sa ating given problem na P equals C times 1 minus 1 plus j raised to negative, or ito po ay pwede din kasing c, no? But pwede din po natin tong gawing r. Okay? So, pwede natin siyang gawing r para hindi tayo malito. Ito. Alright? So, r times 1 minus 1 plus j raised to negative n times t over j. So, ang r natin ay 50,000 times 1 minus 1 plus value of j is 0.012552 raised to, ang ating n ay 4, no? Negative n, so negative 4. Ang time natin is 2 years, so times 2. Overall, again, yung ating j. Okay? So, ang magiging result po niyan is 370,319.71133 or 378,319.71. So, therefore, the present value of an annuity is 370,319.71 pesos. Okay? So now let's proceed to our fourth problem. So in this problem, Michaela borrowed an amount of money from Michael. She agrees to pay the principal plus the interest paying 45,678.50 pesos each year for 2.5 years. So how much did she borrow if interest is 6% compounded quarterly? Okay, so ang atin pong magiging payment is 45,678.50 pesos. The time is 2.5 years. Ang ating interest rate ay 6%, 0.06. Ang ating pong M, no, yung interest, so the conversion period is quarterly. Ang N po natin ay each year, therefore annually. So hindi sila magkaparehas and that is equal to 1. At ang K natin, M divided by N, so 4 divided by 1 is equal to 4. So if we'll calculate K, no, we'll just substitute the I, M, and the K minus 1. Okay? So ang I natin ay 0.06. Yan. Ang M natin ay 4 raised to ang K natin ay 4 minus 1. So therefore, J is equal to 0.0613636. So we'll substitute our formula for finding the present value in our general annuity. So, again, ang ating pong R or ang ating regular payment, okay, is 45,678.50 times 1 minus 1 plus 0.0613636. Ito ang ating J. So, same po yan. Sinubstitute natin. And then, ang ating pong N ay 1. So, negative n kaya negative 1 times ang time natin ay 2.5. So, ang magiging result niyan ay 102,973.71623 or round up 102,973.72. So, therefore, Michaela borrowed 102,973.72 pesos. Okay? So, that's all. Thank you for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe.